Um, I don't have. I got the chat. I got the chat up. Okay. We're gonna talk about news for a second. All right. That's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. Um. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. Um. All right. All right. Music. Who has freaking? Oh, here we go. Well, yeah. We'll just go to the normal dog one. Where's the dog? I tried this Viking one. I was like, what? Dude, I was looking at Scott Pilgrim too. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Oh, here it is. All right. As you like casually look at my YouTube history, I don't even care. You know, that's how much. That's how much I. Oh, this is totally off. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. Look, I'm actually a minute late because I was getting some tea. First things first. Nate Goats, what's up? All right. Marker WEI, right? WEI. What is it? What can we learn from it? Why do we hate it? All right, so this is Google's web integrity thing, right? Web environment integrity. So they're trying to do like attestation on they're trying to do attestation where's the stupid where's the actual like announcement, right? They're trying to do um okay, we can look at this one. This looks interesting. um okay, yeah, so we're trying to do don't oh jeez the frick. um okay, so let's just look at this. Let's look at this spec. I don't know if I want to talk about the spec, but I just heard about it this morning. Horrifying. Yes. Yes. They like I we can, yeah, maybe this, okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so it's funny because Safari already has this, right? They already have a version of this. Um how can I use, okay, so goals, right? So introduction. Let's go to the introduction. This is a wall of text, but I will summarize for you. I will be the GPT for you. Actually, let's just get GPT. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So let's see. Users depend on websites trusting, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. Users like visiting. What the heck? Users like visiting websites that are expensive to create and maintain, but they often want or need to do it without paying directly. These websites fund themselves with ads, but the advertisers can only afford to pay for humans to see the ads rather than robots. I see. Okay, so yeah. So I think like the summary is basically if you don't use Chrome on Mac OS or Windows, you won't be able to access certain websites, certain large websites, right? So Google Maps, Gmail, right? I mean, the list goes on, I guess, right? Like Twitch, for example. Um, that sucks. That is horrible. I don't like that. Um, but I get the anti bot. Like I too don't like bots, right? Like I don't know anyone who's like, oh, bots. I love bots, right? That's incredible. I wish there were more bots. I, w- I wish the web was 100% spam. No one says that, right? No one does that. But this seems heavy-handed, right? It seems like really heavy-handed to try to like force people to use approved browsers and like approved stuff. I mean, what's funny is like realistically, we all use Chrome anyway. Like I'm using Safari, other people use Chrome. No one like Windows people might be using Edge or whatever. But like Like, I mean, the web, I've already given up, right? Like, the web is already like done for. So this just is another nail in the coffin, you know? I love bots. Without bots, Google never could have made the best search engine. That is true. That is true. I mean, like, I don't know. The way I think about like Google and Silicon Valley in general, um, they do this like they do two things. The first thing they do is they co-opt everyone else's hard work and they take credit for it. Google goes, "Oh, like it's not like they didn't do anything, but like having a search engine should not make you a world-beating corporation, right?" Um, and like Google, I mean, yes, they did stuff like search itself is it as a hard problem, but like I don't know, I just think it's totally wrong. Like the way they did it, like if they kept it to a list of links that link to websites, fine. But the fact that they have instant answers and now they have Bard and now we have Chat GPT, like the web just became a large like a large playground for like data ingestion, right? I was talking about this yesterday. It's a bummer. Like it's such a buzzkill. Like little people like me get stepped on. I don't know, man. It sucks. It freaking sucks. Wait, what? Connecting to chat. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Is this a Safari problem? Oh, okay. It looks like it is. All right, let me switch to Chrome. Let me keep going here. Users want to know they are interacting with real people on social websites, but bad actors want to promote posts with fake engagement. Yeah, I mean, social media bots like that is a bummer too. To promote products or make a news story seem more important. Websites can only show users what content is popular with real. Actually, you know what? Like honestly, I mean, the way they frame this, I'm actually for this. I actually don't want I actually don't want social media bots, right? And like other than forcing people to use their actual IDs to like make them calm down, right? Like you give someone an internet connection and then a VPN and they're like or like Tor and they're like, "Sweet, I could do whatever I want. No consequences." It's like and then you get 4chan, right? It's like, I don't know. Like on the one hand, I like this. On the other, I don't. But I think it's probably fine to split the web in two. Like if you want the unadulterated, like no anything goes, you can make your own crappy browser, and then you then you could go on and do whatever you want on Tor, right? And like do whatever weird malicious whatever things you want. um, Google got as large as they are because they dominated as a search engine and succeeded so massively that their website became the de facto doormat of the internet. That's true. No, it is true. Um, but I don't know. But it came at the expense of like the Google at first was good. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It was way better than like Yahoo or like Ask Jeeves, um, or like Lycos. But like when they started doing instant answers and going deeper into the websites, and like actually actively scraping data, that's when I had a problem. To the point where they had engineers on payroll simply trying to make the web faster for everyone, since Google's revenue was only being limited by how fast users could navigate the web, and made things like mod page speed. Yes, I mean those are all Google has done a lot of good stuff. Like I can't discount Google. Sam Altman's WorldCoin project tries to solve the ID problem for the web. Bear programmer, come on, WorldCoin. I don't talk about WorldCoin. Like I don't even want to go there. I is so. First of all, it's like like on the face of it, it's like weird, right? Like you look into this orb. Come on, that's super villain stuff, right? You gotta admit it. Bear programmer, that is super villain style. Like that's not good. Yeah, WorldCoin, like, oh, it is dystopian. Like, it's like my worst. sci-fi movie fears come to life. I don't even want to look into it. Yeah, I mean, dude, we could. I mean, because it got a little buzz on Twitter. I think it was like Sam Altman posted a video or something. People were like lining up, dude. I mean, this is yeah. Anyway, so like this is how it's headed, right? The internet as we know it, like the network of computers. Like when I say the internet, I mean like the network of physical data centers and like me and you. Um, it's all it's all coming to an end. Not trying to start a debate, but what you just mentioned was only about the looks of it. I know. I was just starting there, right? We can get into it, but at least Sam has shown himself to be a man of care. Yeah. Like, okay, so if search engines V1 were like a directory, right? Yahoo, Lycos. Search engines V2 were like crawlers, right? The Russian one, Yandex, Google, right? Is that Yandex? Um, and then search engines V3 are ChatGPT, right? They deeply take all the data and like make connections to it for you. And like, it's not great. You know what I mean? It's not great. Cause like, how do I get like credit for my work, right? The difference is PageRank. Yes, that's true. That's what I mean. Like, yes, the difference was PageRank for V2 search engines. But like how at least with PageRank, you could someone would still visit your thing, your website, and you could get some kind of credit for it, right? With ChatGPT, you get nothing. Like OpenAI gets all the credit. It's like if I like famous birthdays has this is an example because I was just doing the little stupid project. It's like if I go, what's Margot Robbie's age, right? Famous birthdays has that data. IMDb has that data, right? Because they manually input it. I think X-Man Lifts, what's up? From Web 1 search engines to Web 2, AI search began emerging at the point you're referencing. Scrapers. Yeah, that's what AI search started like before, but I'm saying ChatGPT like finished it, right? Like that's the end point. I have made progress on my image format. Nice. We have an image format? I've been saying we've had AI search since cards showed up. Yeah, like the little, that's what I was talking about, the little instant answers. They were doing tons of NLP. Yes, they were. Totally. No, yeah, AI, we've had AI search, but like ChatGPT is the end. Like it's the end. I call it SBMP. Sounds a lot like what the newspaper publishers said about the internet. Like, okay, look, pair programmer, like how do you get credit for your information that went into ChatGPT? Like what is the incentive for me to like start a new like what's a nomad list started today? What's the incentive, right? It's just going to get scraped. The S stands for simple bitmap image file. Nice. Where's the code? Let's see it. Like seriously, pair programmer, like I want to know the answer to like who the answer can't be, it's not WorldCoin. Don't come at me with this world like okay, Sam Altman wants a UBI so he could take all of our hard work over the last like 30 years of the internet, and he goes, "Oh, here you go. Here's some crumbs for cuz you didn't understand machine learning. Here you go." There's no code to encode it, only decoding. I am writing my image pixels manually. Takes a bit. Cool. Everything is wait. Okay. Sweet. I have never done like an image file format. That sounds crazy. Anyway, I don't know. Look, I mean, like WorldCoin and ChatGPT seem like they're on. This does seem like though, right? Pair programmer, like it does seem like WorldCoin and ChatGPT are two halves to the same thing, right? Like if this is the end game, right? Then WorldCoin is how you get paid for doing like, but on a universal basic. So everyone gets the same, and then ChatGPT takes all the credit. Like it keeps siphoning like all of our hard work, and WorldCoin keeps giving you crumbs like from that hard work. It's horrible. I see this as an inevitable innovation. BMP format. The market will find ways to monetize content, work, Etsy, like the market has done for the past innovation cycles. I mean, look, I'm a capitalist too, but like, I mean, I don't see WorldCoin as a capitalist invention. And ChatGPT is also a very not capital. It's like an anti-capital. Machine learning in general is very anti-capitalist. I was gonna say WorldCoin just to mess with you, but it does. See, I'm already the things are turning. The gears are turning. Oh, hang on. Oh, frick. Let me turn that. Dude, I almost did this. Okay, but I actually have to like turn this on just in case my wife needs me. Hold on. I need like notifications. Okay. Um, wait. X-Men list. What are we talking about? What's going on here? What's happening? What is happening? Um, I yeah, like I don't know, man. Like it's I like to believe in an efficient market too, but at least in terms of like I am ranting about BNB if I couldn't hold it in. um like I guess I don't see it, right? I guess I don't see like if you don't also scrape the web and get on the machine learning, it's an arms race to me, right? Like technology has always been an arms race, but this is like another level, right? Like if you don't have a foundation model as a large corporation, it seems like you're done for, right? Um, H1, is that an I? H1I dev. Hello, what's up? Um, yeah, so I mean, look, I we got sidetracked on this WorldCoin thing, but like web environment and tech, like all these things are coming together, right? You've got yeah, K. Okay. You've got WEI, web environment integrity. And then you've got which is attestation. And then you've got WorldCoin, I guess. And then you've got like all the machine learning. Like the web, like it seems like the web is like a dying carcass and all the crows have come out to like feast on its like flesh, you know what I mean? Like it's so morbid, but like this is how I see the web in 2023 and 2024. Like once this WEI stuff is in there, like what like I don't make iOS apps because um it's a bummer, right? You have to like do you go through the whole process of like them and then every 5 years they kick your app off because oh it's not up to date or whatever with the SDKs. This actually just happened to me like a month ago. And regulators as well. We're going to see regulation all over the world to determine what is plagiarism and what is not. Right now, it's the Wild West, but we saw exactly the same in times of the early internet and social media. Even with the completely messed up social media regulations in the West, this all turned out pretty well. Um, okay. Look, I mean, yeah, I'm being dramatic. I'm being dramatic. That is true. Like that is true. Like we will probably find a way, but currently, like the the easy thing to do, which is what I'm doing, is WorldCoin gives you UBI. ChatGPT takes all your work. Right? Like that like that's the easy thing. All right. All right. WEI is a bummer, okay? Web environment integrity is a bummer. Um this all turned out pretty well. Yeah, I honestly like social media like I'm in a room on a camera streaming. Like I would in a million like when I was a kid I didn't think I'd ever be spending my time doing this. But I feel like it's an arms race for attention. So like honestly, if I'm going to be honest with you, it it if I'm trying to like do this is what all advertisers are doing, right? Google is an advertiser and like Twitch is too, right? And so like web 2 was all about what I'm doing now, which is user generated content, right? So Like Twitch is trying to co-opt your attention, and so is Google, and so am I. Right? I'm part of the problem. I'm not like outside of this. Like I'm in the system. Um, do you think ChatGPT have any potential to destroy the web developer job? Um, I think there was a good tweet by Adam.dev. He said, what did he say? Oh, like stable diffusion or something can, let's see what he said. He said, like stable diffusion can like make images or something. But sure, we'll be coding rectangles forever. what was it? It was like really good. Let me see. Frick. Let me see. Man, he tweets a lot. Dang it, man. He tweets so much. Like, how am I supposed to find anything? How am I supposed to find anything? Um, but yeah, the gist of it is, oh my gosh, Warren buffering. The gist of it is like, oh freaking a. Anyway, yeah, like the gist of it is, yeah, I has the potential for sure. Like, if we can, I think juniors will be very impacted very soon, but the senior job will still be needed. I mean, like it's like a matter of time, right? It's a matter of time. Like it, but it's going to like the idea that we are going to be programming web apps forever. Um, that's a weird idea, right? Like, and there's no guarantees about careers. Like, I got into this because I saw it as the way to get a remote job, right? Like as an electrical engineer, you don't work remotely. Oh, H what? Thanks for the follow. Like, I mean, honestly, like it it is like it's going to happen, right? We just don't know what the timeline is. Like even today, this is how I see it, right? Tech Twitter and tech social media, right? Like I was not into this like a few years ago, but I got into it. Um it's tech for sport, right? Like it's programming for sport. The work changes, it'll be fun, guys. um yeah, I mean the work does change. Like it's not like there won't be any work to do, but yeah, I think you have to orient yourself around the fact that like the way we do it today is not going to be the way we do it tomorrow. And I honestly don't know if there's even a market for like websites in the future. Um, I'm not actually sure. I I guess like okay, this is my context anyway. So like programming will be like chess, right? So like this is how I imagine it. Chess, people still play chess. They actually live stream chess on Twitch. They get tons of viewers, right? But it's we already know that the best chess player in the world cannot beat AI, right? So we already have that under. We all know this, right? Chess is a solved problem for computers to do, right? If I have some errors, my English isn't good. Totally fine. Okay, so but people still play chess, right? So, but it's a sport, right? It's not a sport. It's a game, right? Programming, especially web development, has become a game, right? Um, this is I got really serious. Why am I so serious about this? Like, I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so like, if you look at tech Twitter, like the logical conclusion of tech Twitter is programming as chess, right? Computers will eventually be able to do it better, right? I mean, GPT-4 code interpreter, assuming if you don't care about like what language it is, it does Python stuff that data scientists do today, right? So like if you're a data scientist and you're in Jupyter notebooks, you'll have to like type some Python. Oh, I have this CSV, I have this Parquet file, like blah 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 blah. Like I got this column store. Even if you're like a data engineer and you have like Scala and Spark, like that's like really what we're trying to do is answer questions about data, right? Like the end goal is to answer questions about data, even websites too, right? Um, I mean, they do a lot more than that, but the chess player are a lot better after the beginning of chess engines, and yeah, but they still can't beat the AIs, right? We still can't beat them. So that's what I mean. Like, we're all going to be better programmers. There's no doubt. But like, programming will not be the same. Like, and if you do stuff like what the Primogen does, that is, I mean, currently it's a punchline, right? Even today, it's like it is the punchline of work, right? Like, so no one can beat Stockfish. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Programming, programming, it it's going to be a joke, right? Like what we do today is going to be a joke. And I think pair program, I think we agree on this. The work has already changed to a degree that what I do is like seen as a joke, right? Like on Twitter, I said, "Oh, you should use content security policy header," and someone was like, "You're rolling your own headers in 2023." And I just said it's so over, but like that's what it is though. Like this idea that like what we've already moved so far past like what we had done 5 years ago. It's like there's almost no, we only care, like, do we care about websites? Like H1 dev, do you care? Do you care about like websites? Like, do you go to Product Hunt and like look at the new products on Product Hunt? I'm actually curious. Imagine in the future, do you remember? Actually, does anyone in the chat go to Product Hunt on a daily basis and like are actually interested in the new like websites that are on there? Do you remember when we used HTML, CSS to do? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, or do you remember websites at all? Right? Like, websites are the new CD-ROM, right? Like, DVDs were a thing. It's like a format. Okay, websites are a format for data display, right? Just like audio data was encoded on CDs, right? Um, like, websites are a media format, okay? Um, did I see the HTMX stuff? Dude, did you watch the stream yesterday? We talked about HTMX. We talked about it, all right? I got memes. I got memes on Twitter. But yeah. Look, I'm getting off topic. Web environment integrity is just another nail in the coffin, basically, right? This is another nail in the coffin. Like, I'm being a Debbie Downer right now. And it sucks. Honestly, yes, like the work will change and we will find something to do, right? Computers will get a lot better at doing more things, but that's always been the case, right? So we're going to be very, either going to be super duper high level or you're going to be like super duper low level, right? But even some of the low level stuff is getting automated. But anyway, so look, there will be stuff for us to do in the future. I just don't know what that is. All right. Let me, oh man. All right. I did see the HTMX stuff though. But yeah, I mean, we can talk about HTMX. But I do want to talk about SQLite for a second. speaking of programming as sport, I just can't help myself. You know, I love SQLite. Begin concurrent. SQLite begin concurrent. Okay, I already have it up here. Wait, did I? Oh shoot. SQLite begin. There it is. Look at this wall of text. But we can just shorten this, right? Basically, SQLite usually has one writer and multiple readers, even in wall mode, right? But if you open a transaction with begin concurrent, you can have multiple writers with wall mode, right? Until you actually commit data. Oh, my dog's like freaking out. Yeah. So anyway, yes, this is amazing. I love this. I don't know if this is a new thing though. I think this has already been there. What is this? Um, yeah, maybe this is new. But anyway, basically it brings you closer to Postgres. There's nothing really to say though. SQLite's so boring and stable that like it's hard to get excited about it unless you have SQLite in prod. That's exciting. What else did I want to talk about? We can talk about HTMX. What was the last thing on my thing? Oh, Llama 2, right? Oh, I actually said LOM 2. Oh, freaking A. How did I do LOM 2? So dumb. All right, Llama 2. Yeah, we'll talk about it. So apparently, right? Oh, let me do this marker. I never go back and do these marker things. I never do that. Llama 2. All right, this is the last thing, then we can talk about HTMX. All right, Llama 2 chat 70B outperformed Chat GPT, right? And then this guy, the first comment, when asked by GPT-4 to compare the outputs. Nice. So there you go. I mean, I will say that GPT-4 is not the only foundation model that is going to win in the future, right? Um, I do think there'll be very specific fine-tuned models that do what you do better, right? In fact, I was thinking like, what if I could like, I don't know what this even means, an automatic evaluator for instruction following language models. GPT-4 favorite models. Okay, so they always ask GPT-4 to like rate itself against all these other things. That's hilarious. But yeah, I would love to train a model on my own code on GitHub. That would be sick. Like, why is no one training a personal model just for me? Right? Like, that's what I want. I want that. Like, then I could program exactly like I do. And then I don't have to type the actual stuff. Like, that's much better. Like, personal models, so much better. Anyway, so yeah, there's nothing really to say about Llama 2. Like, but yeah, I mean, look, H1 Dev, if you're still here, we'll talk about HTMX. We can talk about it. Um, yeah, I mean, I feel like I've like beat HTMX to death, but yeah, we can talk about it. We could show some code if you want. We could do some coding. Um, but yeah, what do I have? Oh, this is my little HTMX thing. So yeah, my whole HTMX thing is HTMX is largely useless, right? Here we go. Hold on, HTMX. Um, HTMX is it's kind of like not a Brazilian YouTuber called Lucas Montana created his whole app using just GPT-4. Yeah, I'm sure that's a thing. That's been happening, hasn't it? Yeah, isn't there that guy on Twitter too who's like kind of annoying? He's younger, but he's also kind of annoying. What's his name? Uh, it's like Colin or something. Wrigley or something. I don't know what is it. Mc frick. What is it? Oh, there we go. McKay Wrigley. I thought it was Colin for some reason. Yeah, this if you ever change your profile picture, it takes people forever to reorient. But yeah, look at this. This is insanity. And look at this. I love this. I love this. I love that. I couldn't code 18 months ago. Yesterday, I raised over $20,000 from initial customers to get my software business off the ground. Believe in yourself, be relentlessly resourceful, relentlessly optimistic, and never give up. I do like the optimism though. Like I should do more optimism. Like today, I'm in like a not optimistic mood apparently. Oh geez, I almost spilled my tea. All right, I do feel better after switching to matcha though. Coffee is horrible. Um, Astro Colonel, what's up? Check my response to your Go Rust Dev meme. It's true though. That is true. I mean, I find it so funny that like when I'm not coding Rust, I'm just like, that's a good one. It's funny, like I think Naruto was the most popular it ever was when I was watching it. Um, like the early stuff when he was like a kid. I mean, they just I don't these animes like my only problem with anime is that they go on for way too freaking long. Like look at One Piece. One Piece is a joke to me. Like why is it still going? Like what are we doing? Yeah, but Naruto also went way too long, but I think the whole arc of him going from like Naruto to the Nine Tails Fox was like pretty good. But yeah, like the reason I don't watch anime anymore is cuz like I just don't have the time really. Uh I don't like One Piece. Yeah, One Piece like dude, horrible. Oh, he didn't write code in the whole app. Okay, let's look at this. Let's yeah. I mean, no, like you've got GPT engineer, which is the one, right? That's like the one that's like the hot one right now, right? Let me see. Yeah, so you write some Python or whatever, and you just like give it, you just give it some stuff, right? And then it does stuff. Um, yeah, so like you basically you say okay, make Snake or whatever. It's funny because I've never actually made a multiplayer Snake game in the browser. But again, there's like no value to that, so like, why would I do that? Um, yeah, so it asks you stuff, right? About your project. Yeah, I should honestly like I don't use GPT because I do a lot of Rust and like it actually really sucks at writing Rust. Like even GPT-4 is like not great at like specifically Dioxys because there's not enough of it for it to like steal. So it's just very bad at it. But if I was doing React or like just yeah vanilla JS and stuff like this, yeah, it could totally do it. It's yeah, it's honestly almost better, right? Because like if I think about Rust and Dioxys and I think about like what's the point of it? It's supposed to make me better at making websites. But if the computer can do it without me, like why I guess like I'm coming around to it. You know what I mean? Like why would I even do it? Right? If the computer can do it better. Um yeah. I have been experimenting with GPT at GPT engineer at work a little bit with Ruby stuff, but yeah. Um yeah. I mean like I don't want to be a doomer, you know what I mean? But I do think like we're reaching a higher level of abstraction and I just love Rust so much. I just Rust was my higher level of abstraction, you know what I mean? Like frick, frick. Anyway, that's a bummer. um yeah, I mean it just stinks that like it's kind of over, you know. That whole era is like coming to an end. It's sad. Apparently, we all should have been machine learning engineers this whole time, right? We should have all been math people and statistics people, and done a bunch of linear algebra. And why weren't we doing this? Why were we still making websites? Um, I don't know. It's a bummer. Anyway, yeah. So like, let's. Oh, I was gonna look at this person, right? Okay, let's look at this. YouTube baby. Okay. Yeah, speaking of YouTube, oh my gosh, dude, I see some of this content on YouTube. I'm like, what the frick? Oh, it's in Spanish. Shoot. Okay, so wait, did he do GPT or he's just talking about HTMX? He put the X logo. That's pretty. That's I like that actually. That's pretty cool. Man, 36K views. What the frick? That's crazy. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I can understand the Spanish, but yeah. Look, HTMX. We can talk about XXS. Is that's the thing, right? Is the cross-site scripting? I mean, we could talk about that. I talked about it yesterday, but I don't really don't want to talk about it again. Um, but yeah, I do. Maybe I'll. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll make a. Maybe I'll start a new pro. Oh, I was gonna start a new project today. That's what I was gonna do. I feel like I'm not sure if that's like good though. Like to code on stream. I'm not. I'm kind of like I have hundreds of hours. Bear programmer, thanks, thanks. I'm in a doomer mood today. It's sad. Look, I mean, I think it's okay to say like it's sad that programming as we know it is going away because it was such a big part of my life. It still is, right? Um, it was such a big part of all of our lives, right? Um, I don't know. I don't know. It just yeah, it's just sad. Like we gotta just take a minute and pour one out for the homies. You know what I mean? Like, and then we'll move on. We'll learn like linear algebra and differential equations or whatever we have to learn, and then we'll get into the machine learning or whatever. I don't know. It's just I have to take a second. You know, I gotta take a breather this year. Kiav09, what's up? What's up? You came just in time for the doomer talk. We're just dooming. We're just pouring one out for how do I change this? Yesterday, look, I have to show you this. I have to show you this. Yesterday I changed this. I swear to you. I changed this cheer thing. I changed it to something cooler because I was like, if people are gonna do bits, I should at least like. So, is bits not that? Like, am I crazy? So this is what I did, right?
Well, we don't have the money, Pop.
Always money in the banana stand.
Like, I love I love Arrested Development, um, but it's why, why did that not work? Like, what is different about this? Like, how has Twitch like co-opted the cheer with bits? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at this. It says bits. Like, it's if I click it,
Well, we don't have
that
the money, Pop.
that should happen, right?
Money in the banana stand.
But it didn't happen. It was like the little purple diamond things. Like, what? How do I do it though? Like, what? I don't understand that. That's annoying. Because the other ones work. But yeah, maybe Twitch has like its own alerts. I have to look into that. That's a bummer. I'm not. Oh, stream alerts. Maybe we'll try that. What if we go here? What if we go here? Oh, I have an alert. Oh, what is that? I don't want that. What? Alert bot. Oh, they have their own. But like, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't really get that. That's annoying. Anyway, but yeah, I do think in the end, though, I think programming with GP, like having a large language model output code into files is so backwards, right? Like, if you think about the future, we're not going to see the code, right? Like, we're just going to have it dynamically do the things we want it to do, right? Like, code interpreter is kind of a first step, right? GPT-4 plus code interpreter is like a first step towards like the end, right? The code becomes like nothing, and like we're only seeing outputs, right? Like the computers will be good enough at writing code that like we don't need to see it anymore. You know what I mean? We don't even need to think about it. It's kind of like we don't. It's like a interpreter, right? Like when you write Python, it gets interpreted. You don't think about like the VM or the bytecode or whatever it gets interpreted to, right? You just think about Python. So like I do think the large language models will get good enough. I don't know when that'll be, but it's not today or this year or next year or the next 2 years. But I do think at some point they'll be good enough where you you don't even think about it. You're just like, oh yeah, like the code wrote itself, and cool, I got my result, right? But yeah, I do think there might be like an unbundling too. Like currently, the large language models have the data that they've scraped bundled with the logic. It I'm not sure if it'll eventually come out. Like maybe the large language models can structure their own data for us into like a database or like multiple databases. I'm not sure. But I do think like things become bundled and they become unbundled over time. Like, and it's a cycle of like bundling and unbundling. So yeah. Oh, I was going to talk about HTMX. Was that what I was going to talk about? we can talk about it. I mean, I did this yesterday, right? We can go back over it, I guess. But what I've done is I summarize it in a tweet. But what I've done is, if you don't want cross-site scripting, you have a few things to do, right? The first thing is the most important thing, right, is to escape your HTML. Every response needs to be escaped, right? So if you use Rust and Dioxys like me, your HTML will be escaped, right? Automatically. So here's an example, right? Here's an example. Let me run this like hilariously dumb project. Okay. So here's a good example, right? I type something in here, right? And we can okay, so here it says you searched, right? And it has the script tag there. And it also is in this input value, but it's all escaped, right? And I also have this like click me button, right? Um, so the way that works is if I go down to search results, right? And I go here, I have there's so the other that leads me to the other thing, right? The first thing, if you don't accept user input. That's also true. That's also true. I honestly think there's like more like Adam.dev's project. I don't know if you guys know this, but I was like, how does he make so much freaking money? Right? And it's this StatMuse thing, right? Um, we can talk about this. Like StatMuse is it's like a search engine for I don't even know what you get by signing up. Like what do you even unlimited prompts? Oh, they've switched to like an AI thing. Anyway, so StatMuse before this was literally just stats, right? So I could like look up like Steph Curry, right? Um oh no, I can't. Stephen Curry. There we go. So I can look up Steph Curry and like get his stats or whatever, right? Wait, what? That's best security top level. Yeah, so like this is Adam.dev's like thing, right? Which I did not really know. So all this data comes from some NBA API or something, but they just like repackage it to look nicer and like faster and easier, which is that there's value. There is totally value in this. Like if the NBA's API or like the NBA.com itself is like too full of marketing fluff to get to what you want, there's definitely value in like splitting off into like its own thing, right? To like see, boom, this is what I want to see. I want to see stats over time. So like that's how he makes money. And like the only user input is this search, right? This is the only user input, right? And apparently this is like AI powered now or something. They must be like, if you're not signed in, they might do something cheaper. But if you are signed in, it seems like you get something. But anyway, yeah. So like this is it, right? Like you don't enter data into this thing, and like I think there's way more value in having a website full of data that like people don't have to enter to get value out of. Um, but anyway, oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyway, this it has no effect. And I'll tell you why. If H1Dev's still here, I'll tell you why. If he's not here, we're gonna, or she, we're just gonna talk about something else for 10 more minutes. Oh, I should raid that person that just came up because they're doing actual Rust. So if I zoom in here, if you see this, you searched. This is all escaped. When I say escape, I mean this, right? You have to, oh geez, you have to turn the HTML into this essentially, right? And there's a few others, but like this is what you want to do, right? HTML escaping specifically. So you HTML escape everything. The next thing, don't use HX on, right? HX on is an anti-pattern for HTMX. Do not do it, right? Do not do this. That's not good. But if you do find yourself using HX on, right? If I change this to alert, right? And I search again. So HX on is bad because if you look at this thing, it says on click alert, right? So if I click this, nothing happens. Why does nothing happen? Because I talked about this yesterday. I have a content security policy, right? The content security policy could be in a meta tag, it could be in a header, and I have it. Sorry, my dog's like really hyper. I have it set to default source self, right? Oh my gosh, there's another dog barking outside, and my dog's barking at that dog. All right, hold on. I'm going to mute this for 1 second so I can yell at her. Hold on. All right. I had to, like, the command is leave it, but I have to say it like 4 times. Anyway, So yeah, you need this content security policy to stop you from doing stupid stuff like age X on. And the last thing I want to say, oh my gosh, Luna. Okay, all right, just stop. It's okay. Oh my goodness, German shepherds, you know. All right, so the last thing is you have to change if you do the content security policy as default source self, it's very restrictive, right? Inline style tags don't work, right? Astrokernel. Yeah, like my dog, you know. It's okay. Do you hear her whining? Come here. Do you need a pet? Is that what you need? Here. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I'm standing up so you can't see her. Okay. Okay, go on. Oh my goodness. All right. I still love her. All right. So the last thing you need is wait, what was that? What was that? Clop. I have to say this. What's up? Clop. Jeez. Clop 9. Clop. I love this. I love this name. Um All right, the last thing that you have to do for HTMX, right? If you don't want to get owned hardcore, is you just have to turn off in the meta tag, right? You just have to turn off. Oh my gosh, I have a separate head thing. You have to turn off include indicator styles, right? When you turn off include indicator styles, HTMX tries to inject a style tag at the bottom of your head tag. You don't want that because the content security policy is going to. Oh, is it knock knock? Is that what it is? Was good. Knock knock in German. Um, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. My dog was just barking, so you missed that. Thank goodness. Sometimes my dog gets on a thing where she just barks like for 10 minutes straight, and I'm like, what? And I have to like really like physically like hold her so she stops. I'm like, please stop barking. Um, I do have a dog. It's a black German Shepherd. It's actually it's not obvious, but if you go to my Twitter, it's this dog right here. That's my dog. This is my dog. Um, like I didn't make it obvious at all, but that is my dog right there. We went to Oregon to the tulip. There's like every year there's like a tulip festival thing, and oh, you don't have Twitter. Yeah, so this is my dog. Anyway, we went to a tulip festival thing, and we took pictures because that's what me and my wife do, right? We just go and take pictures. um, yeah, no, Oregon is incredible. Like the only okay, the Pacific Northwest is I love it. Like here, let's see, Oregon tulip. I have so many pictures, but like we can just it's not like a festival. It's like a farm. It's just a farm. Wooden shoe. That's what it is. Wooden shoe. And they have hot air balloons too. So yeah, you can see everyone taking pictures, right? So yeah. Wait, what? Followed a minute ago and you don't have any notifications? I do have notifications. What the heck? Dude, Streamlabs is failing hardcore. What did I do? What did I do? Like I swear I have notifications. Like what? What did I do? Oh. On Twitter. Oh, yeah, I don't have notifications on Twitter. Wait, what? Oh, you followed on Twitter. I don't have notifications. Yeah. No, I don't have. Yeah, I for some reason I don't know what I did. Like what did I do? What did I do for I don't even know what I did. Picture meant to show tulips but shows more photographers than flowers. Yeah, there's so many people like that do this. But yeah, and they have this like little windmill thing there too. It is like, and you have to go early in the morning. Like this is sunrise. We did that. We drove. So I'll just tell you, I'm in Boise, Idaho, right? And we had to drive 6 hours, 6.5, I think 7.5, to get to this farm because it's south. I think it's south. It's south of Portland. So we go to this thing. It's like early. We drove through the night. It's like early in the morning. I'm like so tired. And let's just take a picture of the dog. We've been there like a few times though. It's pretty cool. It is cool. Yeah, but I love Oregon. Like Oregon is like California in miniature, right? So like everything that California has, beaches, mountains, Um, like what they don't have palm trees, but other than palm trees, everything California has, and they don't have a desert. Well, they do have a desert. They have the desert, the mountains, everything. Um, I love Oregon. Like I would live in Oregon, but like honestly, this like the major cities, like not even Portland, like Bend too. It's like not even major, but like it's bigger. And like Ashburn too. It's they're like sad. Like they're sad because of the like I guess the general lawlessness, right? Like that's a bummer. Like it's such a bummer. Um, yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about Oregon? Yeah. So yeah, so that's what you have to do, right? If you do, if you do HTMX, you have to do this, right? So you catch all your unsafe eval stuff and all your terrible stuff. But yeah, no, I mean honestly, like I would love to live in Oregon. I just I would just love to have it be like nice and like people to be nice and like follow the law and like not uh just do whatever they want. That would be sweet. Um yeah. All right, I got 4 minutes left. Then I have to get back to work. Um what should I do for 4 minutes? It's a weird time, you know? It's a weird time. I don't know. Wait, do I not have that notification though? Let me see. Um, oh, there it is, right there, right there. Here, you followed right there. Front end Web 3, nice. Tech, finance, quotes, and random thoughts. Maybe I should just go through everyone. If you have Twitter in the chat, link your Twitter, and we'll do it in the next 2 minutes. Actually, we'll do it in the next 5 minutes. That would be. I would like to see that. We can go Astra if he's still here. We could do that, or them, they. I have no idea. Um, Astra Kernel changed. You know what? Astra Kernel changed their profile picture. And I didn't um realize it at first. I was like, wait, it was blue, but now it's red, right? I don't know what it is about me, but yeah, we'll do kiosks too. Oh, just got here. Could you? Yeah, you could share it. Not even sure if I follow you yet. No problem. You don't have to follow me. Um, wait, Kiev. Okay, let's do Kiev. But yeah, Astrokernel. Like I was like, wait, it was blue, but now it's red. Um, Astrokernel's like probably one of the smarter people, way smarter than me. Let's see Kiev. Let's do Kiev. Is it the same? It's the same, right? Yeah. Sweet. What's funny about like Envato though? Like I've been wanting to talk to you about this. Like, what's up? Like, I used Envato so long ago, and I had forgotten about it. Like honestly, um, yeah. Like, but I'm sure it's still going strong though. Like, I used to go here and like look at these templates. Like, and I used to be like, yes, like I want these templates. Um, I work in Placeit app. Wait. Oh, it's the same user as here. Okay. You work at Placeit app. Oh, okay. But it says Envato. Trying to make. Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, I see. It's like a specific like thing. Okay. What is Placeit? How do I? What do I do? How do I get here? Why was that the thing? Make your own logo, create custom mockups, videos, and designs. Placeit has everything you need to boost your business. Okay, so it's like custom stuff for like essentially ads, right? Like is that what it is? Oh, I don't know why they have that link there. All right, school was never this cool. Don't worry, we'll get to Bruno in a second. School was never this cool. Promote your office without template. Okay, so this is okay. So you can do AI generated. Yeah, like honestly, AI generated templates. Like, dude, maybe there's something there. Like, if let's put our heads together right now. Honestly, like maybe there's something here. Like, do you really want to prompt everything Wait, it's not AI generated, but it says right here AI generated templates. Um, but like maybe you just do the prompting and put the templates up, like just a huge list, and like you can put the prompts too. But like, I don't know, like yeah, maybe there's something to that. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that honestly. Frick. Okay, so this is like there's like Twitch stuff, right, for gaming. Okay. And there's like what is this, like some kind of Oppenheimer thing? Yeah. Also, I have not gotten in on the Barbie Oppenheimer thing. I did not watch that at all. Because designers use IA to make the template. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, interesting. Oh, to make the yeah, to make the template. Yes. I get it. Okay. Yeah, I meant to ask you about that. But yeah, okay. That actually clears it up for me because I was like Envato, like what? It's crazy. Um yeah, that's sweet. Okay. Dude, that's actually genius though. Okay, Bruno, cat picture. I already love it. If there's an animal somewhere in there, it's good. Okay, yes. Yes. Wait, where is this? What's RJ? I am a dumb American and I don't know anything about the world. No, I've actually traveled to like a lot of countries, but like not. Rio de Janeiro. Yeah. Brazil. I haven't actually traveled to South America. That's my problem. I meant to go to Patagonia. Like I wanted to go to Chile, and I wanted to do the Chile side and the frick the Brazil side and the Brazil side. El Calafate. I'm butchering this, but like yeah, I never made it to Patagonia. The Spider-Man says he visitor have a nice stocking. Is a city? Yeah, Brazil. Yeah. No, I was super excited because I was like, oh man, like we were gonna have a layover. We actually bought the tickets and everything. This was like right in the beginning of like the pandemic. We bought but they canceled our tickets, right? So I couldn't even go, which is good because I shouldn't have been spreading COVID anyway, right? But yeah. So let's go back to this. Um, I freaking love this. I don't even know what it says, but I love it. I love this. Let's see. Can we translate? Wait, how do you get the little translate? Oh, there it is. Wait, but I still can't translate the meme. So I still love it though because I love old Spider-Man memes. All right, let's see. Oppenheimer. Nice. What the frick is this? What? $4,200 though. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's pretty good. Um, oh, hey, visitor. That's the only part of the look that I have. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Yeah. I should watch I'm not gonna watch Barbie, but I should watch Oppenheimer. At some point. Saw that I was stuck on the side of the street. Oh, okay. Just a quick life update. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Dude, Twitter ads are insane. Oh, what is this thing? Oh my gosh, did you do some 3D printing? Oh my gosh, this is incredible. 3D printed. 3D printed a thing that broke. That's the whole point. That's 3D printing. That's perfect. I love that. Same. Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. That's a good. No, that's good. Like that's good. Yeah, that's sweet. We'll give it a follow. I'm already following Astra and Kiev. So yeah. All right. It actually worked first try. Nice. Okay. All right. It's 4 minutes past the hour. Let's go find who was that person that went live. We're gonna raid him. I never raid, and I should raid more. Where? How do I find? What? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in Safari. I don't know what I'm doing. No, it was this, right? The id of Alan, I think. Right? Is that what it was? What are they doing? This is looking intense. Working on my Neapolitan format and Rust static site generator. Um, okay. Should we raid? Should we raid him? This looks crazy. I love this. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I gotta go. It was fun. We're gonna raid. How do I do this? I always forget. Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. Like what? Come on, just do the thing. There we go. Okay. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll do some